Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 26 of our All the Mod 6 to the Sky Let's Play series. Where today we're going to continue with our mechanism setup and automations. So, in between episodes, I went and added the recipes for the enriched obsidian and all the dusts and everything that are needed for that, though we can't make it yet until we get two more machines, which is the osmium and the steel. I don't think so, at least, right? Like, can I make this? Oh, I guess I can. I didn't think I could make this yet, but apparently I can. Well, I still need to set up the crusher and all that stuff for everything else. No, I can't because... Wait. Yes, I can. I confused myself there. I need to get that enriched obsidian, though. Yeah, we'll take that. Well, hey, look, we can do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this to also keep one of those in stock at all times. And then same thing here. We're going to insert on this one, and it's going to insert that, but only one, right? And you can extract from there. We can pop that in there. And now what it's going to do is not that. That's not what I wanted. See, this happened. This metallurgic infuser, for some reason, how did that get redstone in it? Yeah, somehow that metallurgic infuser got redstone in it, and now it's going to be stuck with this redstone. What I need to do is get some iron and create those. Just to burn through that. I don't know how that happened. But it shouldn't happen again. We're going to end up making 22 of those. Go faster. Well, we're going to have infused alloys. Hey, we got infused alloys ready for us. We have no recipes in here for our refined obsidian yet. Eventually we will. I'm probably going to make a refined obsidian paxel. It's better than the netherite one. And that's what we'll enchant. Maybe refined obsidian sword. It depends. It depends on how we're doing with our aluminium, to be honest with you. So then, there we go. Now the refined obsidian's showing up in the right inventory. Okay, cool. So with that being said, that is the automation of this is complete. Though why this one's not getting the carbon, I don't know, actually. That's a good question. You are inputting from the bottom, input, output to the top. It's just not making any carbon. That's why. This is set to use charcoal, not coal. That is my issue. So I need to change this to coal. I don't have any charcoal, but I have tons of coal. Okay, so now this should work fine. And it should start trying to create the coal once the diamonds are done. And the obsidian stone. Anyway, it's going to do its thing because right now it's prioritizing filling this. So it's going to fill this guy up. Once he's filled up with his refined obsidian, then we'll be good to go. But then that way all those buffers are ready to go for us whenever we need them. Today, let's get all our other stuff set up. So crusher, we need 2 buckets of lava for that. So we're going to have to go get that. But this guy should be fairly easy to make. This is the smelter. Energized smelter. You're getting there. You're getting there. Eventually getting there. We really need to speed up those machines. But I need to teach the system how to make those. Oh my goodness, come on. We really need to speed up those machines. So here's an energized smelter. So we're going to take that and we can set this guy up, over here so he can smelt. Now, if we want to get through the 3x ore processing and get away from thermal for our ore processing, we are going to need this energized smelter. Though I generally tend to set up an extra one. So this one's going to be our crafting energized smelter. And then maybe once we get into that, we'll set up a automated line for our other energized smelter. So that way, we can do maybe we'll get into 5x ore processing. Who knows? We didn't do that last mod pack, so we'll see. But anyway, energized smelter needs to be moved forward one, actually. I always end up doing that. but we need to be able to access it from the back. And then we're going to get a crusher set up as well with it. So let's go ahead and get 2 buckets of lava from our lava power area. Oh, I didn't put a wireless transmitter in there. Because I didn't need one. Also, I don't even need to do this, right? I can do this. I forgot. I have fire essence available to me. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. I like being able to do that. Let me tell you what. Anyway, back in here, we're going to get crafters. These are going to be iron crafters because they're probably going to have quite a few recipes they're going to be using. I don't know how I ended up with an extra crafting grid. Maybe, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know. That's probably been there for a while too. What was I doing? Crusher. Bam. And then that's going to be you. Cool. Crusher, energized smelter, set up. Let's get our crafters. And these are, I mean, pretty much these are going to take place of our thermal stuff because they are quite faster. Even thermal fully upgraded is not as fast as Mekanism is when it's fully upgraded, especially as we tier up into the, you know, other tiers. Get the factory upgrades and stuff going. So what we're going to do is this, and we're going to have a, do we want to have an interface or do we just want to have an importer on each machine? We can have an interface or importer. Let's do importer. Let's do an interface, mainly because we are going to want upgrades on these at some point. You can use those to make a stack upgrade. And then 3. We are going to want a interface on these because it's going to need it is going to be power hungry. So we'll set an interface up next to this, or not power hungry, but eventually this is going to take over all of our crafting. So it's going to need speed upgrades and all that good stuff. So these cables now need to be run over to this interface. I'm running out of cables and did I teach the system how to make these? I did. I've been trying to be conservative because I wasn't sure, and I've been teaching how to make everything else, but I didn't want to do those. I don't know. I was just being a little bit lazy. And then we are going to have pipes, not energy pipes, item pipes. These should be fine. And then morphing tool. Where'd you go? Extract. 4 items every 20 ticks. Maybe upgrading those. Let's go ahead and get, oh, we have 2 improved. Bam. 16 every 10 ticks. So that's 32 items a second. I'd prefer it to do a whole stack, but I'd probably have to upgrade to the advanced then, or the diamond tier. Oh, apparently, if you hear thunder in the background, there's a thunderstorm starting. Florida, you know, it happens anytime. 2 of those. Bam and bam. Yeah, so that's a stack. That's actually 2 stacks every second. So cool. Okay, so we want to have these set up so everything is off. Items are going to input from the top, and then you can output to the back. Input to the top, output to the back. Energy is going to be all sides. We need to get a point. I made more flux dust in between episodes, by the way. Wait, did I have pipe upgrades already? Wait, no, what happened? Oh, because I cycled through the... I turned everything off so they weren't able to extract from them anymore because it's dependent on the machine. Anyway, so we have the crusher. You get that recipe and you get that recipe for the steel. We're going to get power down here. Drop down, please. Which one it goes to doesn't really matter. Energy pipe. Bam. You're going to be on an extract. You are going to be output network, and this is mechanism mechanism auto crafters. Sure. And this is probably going to need an upgrade. We're prepping for the future, but this stuff, it's probably going to pull a lot of power at some point. So yeah, that's a lot of power you can pull. That's actually 32,000 RF a tick that it's able to pull from that thing. That's pretty dang good. I would say that's enough. But yeah, so that's that. So if I say I want steel ingots, craft that, just get one for now. Theoretically, this should work. Let's get that speed and stack upgrade. Yeah, it's working. It's annoyingly loud. Okay. Recent sounds. We're going to go with mechanism. Off, off, off. Thank you. You're cool, but that is ear piercing. Yeah, so this, just to check, this is good now, and this is good now. Cool. All the automations are complete. So that's this. So now what we want to do is start getting all the upgrades that we need for all these. So let's go over here, and we're going to say, okay, we made this, this is handled, and I taught the system how to make this. So we're going to say we need to teach the system how to make these, how to make these, and put that back. Just use regular glass, please, by default. Also, just go ahead and cook up 2 more stacks of glass. And you are also regular glass. Okay, so that's you. You go in there, you go in there, and you go in there. So if I say I want speed upgrades, and I want 64 of those, we have the capabilities to do so, but what I want to do is get the tier installers first. So we had 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 7 of these total. So that should start crafting. It may take a minute. And while we're here, let's go ahead and we're going to teach the system how to do the higher tiers. But we don't have all of the resources available for this because we haven't taught how to make advanced control circuits. Pretty simple, though. You go there and there. We're not going to jump to these higher tiers just yet because they are expensive. Reinforced alloys, that is this recipe, but without you. And you go into the diamond one, and you are this. So you go there. And then lastly is this. You're the recipe for that. You are this without that. So this is diamond. This is refined obsidian section. And then you are this. And bam, bam. So let's do, I just like having everything organized. Bam. Where are the basic control circuits are made in the machine? Okay, cool. Like I said, we're not going to jump to the ultimate tier. It uses buku power to do so, but we have the ability to if needed. It's there. Have we gotten any of these tier upgrades yet? We have. So let's go ahead and upgrade you, and you to start with. And then we're going to set these to auto sort. So now you can see we can do 3 items at any one time. Keep in mind, it is going to use 3 times the amount of power because it's 3 items that it's processing. And it's the same amount of power for each item. So 3 times the amount of power being used each time. Makes sense? So that's the tier. So then we can come over here and do the same for these 2. And then we can say speed upgrades. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My math skills are not the greatest, so instead of trying to do it, let's do 8 times 7, 56. So a stack. We're going to do a stack of speed upgrades and a stack of energy upgrades. And we have another machine to mute, which is the crusher. Yeah. Cool. So these are going to do their thing. Auto sort, please. Split and auto sort for when you get to smelting. You are auto sorting, auto sorting, auto sorting. Yeah. But yeah, you can see this is 3 times faster technically because it's processing 3 machines at once, but it can be sped up even more. Our bottleneck on these right now seems to be our crafter. If we would have had a higher tier crafter on here, it's going to input the items much faster to this machine, but we have just a regular crafter, so its current speed is 1x, so it seems like it goes 1 item per push essentially. But yeah, I will come back when all of these are done doing their crafting so we can see the speed upgrades inside of these and how fast they go then. So be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. So yeah, we have all of our upgrades as needed. So let's go mechanism upgrades. So the way that these work is you can only do 8 at a time. So we got to do all 8. So let's just pop them in. You have 2 ways of installing these, by the way. You can go to the upgrades tab and you can drop them here and it will upgrade all of them at once, or it'll do them all, or you can shift right click. Shift right clicking tends to be faster if you're in a hurry to actually get the upgrades inserted and processed. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, and I always generally try to go speed upgrades first, or I'm sorry, energy upgrades first versus speed. Because once you get the speed upgrades in there without energy upgrades, oh my goodness, it uses a lot of power. But yeah, so just get your upgrades in there and boop. And now we can see these all are working like much faster. Like, yeah, look at that. Processing much faster. We're almost full back on all of this stuff. For example, if we wanted to test, we could request, what do I have in here? Steel. Let's request like 10 steel, or let's just 64 steel. We'll use it at some point. So it's going to take it. It's going to go in here. Look at how much faster that's processing. So it's doing the iron and then the enriched iron all getting processed all at once. It would be even faster if I upgraded these crafters to iron, because it's only able to put 1 item in at a time. And that's our bottleneck here. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that before I got it set up. I was just concerned about our power usage because refined storage is already using 1,000 RF per tick of all of our power, and we generate, I don't even know, where did I put my flux controller? Actually, I think I put it in here. Yeah, I just stuck it up on the roof because I'm like, I don't know where it's going to be needed. On average, we use about 2,000 and we input about 2,000. Well, it looks like our input's matching our output, to be honest with you. So lava power input, yeah, it inputs about 2,000-ish. It looks like it pulls what it needs. So our theoretical limit is unknown, to be honest. I don't know how much, I mean, if we go into our lava power, each one of these can generate, what? 320, and we have 18 of them. Let's do that math really quick. So 320 times 18. We're producing about 5,700 RF a tick. So, I mean, we have the room, I guess. We also have, like 18 million in buffers because we had no choice because of the way those pipes work. But yeah, that's Mekanism. Pretty simple automation for Mekanism. Like, all of that stuff's taken care of, and then we have our crushing factory and smelting factory. Now, what we could do is, instead of using thermal for this stuff that we have here, pulverizing and furnacing, because thermal is slow because it can only do 1 item at a time, we can actually just take all of these out of here and go put them into our smelter. over here. So we can put all of these in here. And we can say, hey, I need glass. And I need 64 glass. So now it's going to go into there, and it's going to auto sort, which is the great thing. Again, though, we're bottlenecked by the speed of our crafter. Huh. You have a 5x speed. It may be in our best interest to upgrade to a higher tier crafter. Let's wait for this. We'll wait for this to finish. There we go. Let's break this and get a gold crafter. Son of a gun. Okay. Well, we're going to end up with an extra iron crafter then. I forgot that we need to smelt stuff to make this stuff. So let's go ahead and dump all of that in there. And let's get a crafter. Really, it may be in our best interest to upgrade to a diamond crafter. Like I said, we have the resources. It's not really a big issue. Crafter. Oh, wait, this required withers, though. Yeah, I remember. I did look into this, but it requires us to have nether stars, which we could get. I mean, it's not... honestly, anymore, fighting the wither and doing all that stuff is not difficult at all, but... Okay, gold crafter. Is that cocky of me, saying that fighting the wither is easy? But it's true. It doesn't really pose much challenge in modded Minecraft. Okay, so now if I say I want glass, and we want 2 stacks of glass, it should, yeah, look at that. Now we have a back stuff of stuff. We have a back stuff of stuff, and this is operating as fast as it possibly can, and we're using 600 RF per tick to do this, which is, I mean, that's a significant amount. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of RF. But it's fast. And we can make it even faster if we upgrade it to even the next tier of upgrade. We could upgrade all of our stuff to tier 7 if we really wanted to. Or, I'm sorry, to advanced tier. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's just do it. You know, we're using about 1200 RF a tick to 2000 RF a tick. We got about 5000 being produced. Let's max it out. Let's just do it, you know? Let's go for it. You're doing osmium. The crushing factory, do I need it to be higher tier? Really? I should upgrade these guys to at least... Well, actually, I was going to say I should upgrade them to iron, but the iron tier doesn't matter because it's also 1x. The only other thing I can do, you can't put speed upgrades in these. So like if I put a speed upgrade into this, it will now put 2 items in at once. So we could speed upgrade these really if we wanted to. I did forget that that was a possibility. So yeah, let's boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. So now they have more room for their stuff, and they can do 5 at a time. And I think that's where we're going to cap out for now. The only other one that I would want to go up to higher tiers would be the ultimate, or would be the smelting, just because we eventually do smelt like a lot of stuff. So we can get this guy up to ultimate, but again, like I said, it's going to use a lot of power to do so. So because each one of these is, you know, power usage. Anyway, so that's that. So that's Mekanism. With that being said, ultimately, our whole goal with all of this was to get blaze rods, right? So let's go back out here. I probably should sleep because I don't know how many nights it's been since I have. I love how when you have the hover pack or the jetpack on and you hover, it, you know, you fall into the bed. But let's get blaze rods taught to the system. And that is an enrichment chamber of 6 of those equals 1 blaze rod. That is expensive for blaze powder, by the way. Just in case you're wondering, because you only get 2 from each. And if you crush it, you get 4. So it's a loss, definitely, but it works. Yeah, that's the easiest way until we can get a blaze spawner or something, or mob duplicator. So that's enrichment chamber, and you're going to make blaze rods for me. So now if I want to get ender tanks, I can, because I can get blaze rods. Let's just get ourselves 10 blaze rods cooked up. And cook up me some blaze rods. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Now are you set to extract on these stacks? I should get an upgrade on this. Nope. Nope. There we go. So you can now do stacks at 5 per tick, or every 5 ticks. It'll just make it process through all these faster. And then this guy is, yeah, so he was already upgraded, so he's good to go. Okay, cool. So now with those blaze rods, we can get ender tanks. And I need orange wool. Not orange wool. I need gray, maybe? Gray wool? Does that work? Light gray wool. Can I make light gray wool? Do I have the ability to make some light gray dye? I really want to get this dye essence. Let's add this. What are you? How do I make you? You're a tier 2 seed, and you require dye agglomeratio. So we just need to make orange, cyan, pink, and lime dye. That's going to be on our to-dos, because being able to make all these dyes to be able to get whatever color wool we want would be kind of nice. Anyway, what's my best way of getting you? Black dye and white dye? And black dye, can we get from coal or anything? No, unless we can process something. Just wither roses, which that is not what you want to use for black dye. Black mushrooms requires black dye to get the mushrooms, so that doesn't help. Okay, so generally I don't like to have white be anything, because that's the default color. So we need to get these. We need to get these. We need to get these dyes. Lime dye. What's our best way to get lime dye? Okay, this is doable. So we need lime dye, we need orange dye, pink dye, cyan dye. And we're going to need a total of 4 of each of these. Okay, so lime dye was cactus and white dye, right? So the cactus is easy. We have cactus. I can go in here. I do think this one needs to be in this machine. And we can smelt that up. Nope, incorrect. What is going on? Yeah, you're turning into cactus paste, which then can be converted into green dye. Well, that is a convoluted recipe. Can you go into... Oh, we can just throw you straight into an enrichment chamber. Let's do that. Refined storage. No, because eventually we're gonna... I don't want to teach you how to make dyes, because eventually we're gonna get that. We're getting that seed. That's our goal right now. So let's just put you in there and make us some green dye. And then we have bone meal, which makes us the white dye. So there is lime. Okay. And we need 4 of each. Lime is done. Right. Orange dye. How do we get orange dye? Now you're going to come from red dye and yellow dye. Do I have the ability to get yellow dye? Do I have any dandelions or sunflowers? Sunflowers would be nice. Dandelions I do have. Do the thing. Okay. So that's you. Pink dye is going to come from red and white. And cyan is going to come from blue and green, which we can do that as well. Okay. So that is that, which gives me 4 of these. If I put all that away. And then we make you, that's what we're doing. We need some prudentium, which we can do. We just need our infusion crystal, which should be floating around here somewhere. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just need a seed base. All right, let's go get some dye seeds. This is going to be nice. And then we don't have to worry about any of these dyes anymore, which is the, it's very annoying. But now we can have any color we want of anything magically. Well, seed magically at least. So we take this, and one of these has an open area. Yep, here we are. And we can just pop that there. And it should be, yeah, it should get that done. And if we really wanted to, we can go down below it, and we can speed this up with some bone meal. And that will make that go even faster. And look, dye essence already being created. What we want is dye seeds, though. That's ultimately, oh, look, another dye seed. That's what I want. So I can keep expanding this area. Give me some more dye seeds. Okay, so while we're waiting, well, actually, while we're waiting, we're done with this episode. We have reached the end, the wrapping up point. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.